Hey everybody, Justin here. I just finished up week 48 of 52 Kinds of Love, and here's how it went. So week 48 was dedicated to my friend Christina, and there's a little computer on there because that's where we met. This one's kind of interesting. I've met some other people, on LiveJournal that I've mentioned through this project. Christina was somebody who I'm pretty sure that we were friends because we were both going to Dayton. And I was already at Dayton as a freshman, and she was coming in, and I think she liked some posts or said, hey, if you're going to Dayton this year, or something like that. And then we realized that we had all these connections with Taking Back Sunday and different bands, emo bands that we liked at the time, and we just had this connection, and it was really deep. It was intense. And I just knew we kind of had this friendship that would last for a while, or that we kind of needed to be there for each other, whatever it was. It was something that was happening, deep down in the soul. So I remember the first time that I met her, I brought her an autograph of Taking Back Sunday, and I was like, she needs this. I don't know why. She needs this more than I do, and I'm going to give it to her the first time to show her that I feel like she's somebody important that I want to have in my life. So then we became friends and went on retreats together and led together and partied at Dayton and lots of good stuff. Christina, I know, would not let me go through this week if I didn't have Taco Bell, so I did have Taco Bell earlier today, but I made sure that I saved some cinnamon twists, so I'm totally going to eat those while I do this video. So sorry if that's really loud or if you're jealous, but I'm going to enjoy. So we texted through the week, and I found out that she was tailgating at Ohio State on Saturday, and I was going to be down there on Friday night, so I was like, duh, I'm just going to stay over Friday night and go tailgating with you. Thank you very much for the invite. So we did that. But we had texted throughout the week, and we talked about some things as to how we, things that we went through in college. One of which was something called LAPS, which is Letters and Prayer Power, from this retreat we went on. And we were in charge of LAPS together. This is actually my folder from back then, from spring of 2006 when we were in charge. And we actually designed these folders and put different quotes and lyrics on them for the kids in the retreat. So I was thinking back how much to music and words and lyrics and how we connected through all of those things. So we were talking about that and how we each gave talks on the retreat. And the next day I went through a bunch of our Facebook photos, and I was liking them and commenting on them and looking back how we just used to do ridiculous things. And then Thanksgiving was the next day. So I was like, alright, I should probably give her like a heartfelt thank you. So I wrote out what I thought she really meant to me in college, which was a lot. When I was somebody who wrote poems instead of spoke my mind, she was not afraid to be very vocal and honest and upfront and blunt and truthful and say the things that sometimes you didn't want to hear. I remember one time specifically that, I'll give you the edited version, but she just said, "Frickin' stop." And it was about when you kind of like somebody and you're trying to make it happen, and it's not happening, and that person isn't giving you the love back that you deserve or that you want. And she just said, "Freaking stop." But when that's the real F-bomb, you listen a little bit more. But anyway, so I really give her an honest, heartfelt thank you for what she did mean to me, because she did mean a huge, huge amount when I was in college and when I was super shy. On Friday, before I went down to before I went down to Columbus, I got Chipotle. And I always think of Christina when I get chicken and guac burritos, or chicken and guac burrito bowls, because CG are her initials, so of course I had to get that. Plus she loves Mexican food, and it's a T-Bell, so I had to do that. And she's also a huge Will Smith fan, and I didn't even plan this, but I think this is just how 52 Kinds of Love just soaks into your brain. I started singing Just the Two of Us at lunch in front of my friends. I think I was talking about somebody in their burrito. I don't remember, but see, it just shows up. That's just how it works. So Saturday I was down there. We tailgated. We had a blast. We went up and down High Street and just got to relive college for a little bit, I guess. It was really good to see her. I can't remember the last time I saw her. She did live up in Cleveland during grad school, but it's definitely been too long. So it was great to spend pretty much a full day with her, reconnect, listen to what it's like to be married, to go through different experiences in life and move to different cities, and now what a Saturday looks like compared to when we were in college, or now what an evening looks like compared to when we were younger. So it was a good reflection of how times have changed, how we still find that kid in ourselves, when we find different ways to play. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, it just really meant a lot to me. Just if I could put it down to one sentence, to one thought, to one thing, it just really meant a lot to me to be able to spend some time with her, and that's why her name was in the jar. I missed her, so I'm glad I got to spend some time with you, Christina. And next week, headed into the jar, we only have 1, 2, 3, 4 left. It will be dedicated to Carrie. So check in next week to see who Carrie is, why there is some string, aka yarn, going around this card, and how the week goes. Bye. Peace. 52 Kinds of Love.